It's another one. We got another one. It's her.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, the Bills have been a team trending upwards the last few years. They did take a couple of devastating losses to KC in the playoffs the last two seasons, but here they are seeking that elusive first ever Super Bowl title.
And remember the history of this franchise, partner. They've been there 4 times in the 90s. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, 28 without a victory. Somewhere, their quarterback, Jim Kelly, their runner, Thurman Thomas, their head coach, Marv Levy, they have to be smiling watching this team go for their first Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Carolina Panthers, they make their 3rd visit to the Super Bowl in team history.
Let's go back to Super Bowl 38 in Houston, 2004. Hung tight with the Patriots. Lost by a field goal out in Vinatieri, putting it through the pipes. They lose 32-29. Second visit wasn't quite as close. That was Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, and the Broncos just ran over them on defense in that one. That was a tough loss for them, 24-10. But this team, they have a different look to them. This team looks like that they are focused, composed, and ready to win.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Allen. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Allen will try again on second down. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield. Not
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 43 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge rep for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfall? That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 60, trap 60.
Young will set to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Allen going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and inches, Young. To the right, and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles. With 3 seconds left in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Young now. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this returnable for Hines. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost. As he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Allen.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Young. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Allen now on first down. From left side, it's It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. The play fake. Now Young. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, check that, street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Young to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys.